U.S. Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the VOLS head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. We'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? At the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but
there's some room. The 40, inside the 30, 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Running inside, it's Jordan. Makes it past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains, they marked it at the 29. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's caught. It's Bowman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Bowman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Creates... Might have a chance. Past the 40. At the 20. And he's brought down, and he just about took it all the way. How about the timing on the pitch from this quarterback on the option?
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Miller. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside, it's Bishop. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough.
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline with your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Back to the ground with the running back. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Turning it on! With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The Volunteers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bishop. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Ball was incomplete. I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Running inside, it's Bishop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Trojans! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air. He's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown USC. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Bunch formation for these receivers. Run inside. It's Bishop. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Takes it the other way. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. The option, the keeper. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football. Go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man? You make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Mayava. He unleashes a long one. He's got it way down the field. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. First up, a look at James Madison going up against Appalachian State. And it's the Dukes, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves, at the very least, of a 500 regular season.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Looking left. The short hands. It's Jordan. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. Gain of 8 yards on the play, he's too short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Running into the... Could be an alley. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him.
Touchdown, Volunteers! Great job by the back on the option.
And you talk about wasting no time. That's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. Two-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Ballmer.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in. Everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. On target over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
So the VOLS offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Running inside, it's Bishop. Fighting off the defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The VOLS peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, USC. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point that...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the VOLS trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Bishop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They try to get it outside on the left. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. To throw, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
Throws toward the end zone. And